tonight. Join us for a nostalgic look back at America's favorite 50s family, the Cunninghams, and the exciting adventures of the coolest guy in the history of television, the one and only the Fonz. You'll relive the memorable friendships.
Sit on it, Potsy.
The sweet and tender romances.
You want to dance first or go right onto the heavy stuff? You want a broken nose first or go right onto the hospital?
And all the incredible barrel-leaping, bull-riding, shark-jumping action.
Shark. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
We'll show you some never-before-seen bloopers.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Our favorite practical jokes. Henry Winkler's personal home movies. And for the first time on television, the Happy Days cast reunites for a 30th anniversary softball game.
Those guys aren't athletes, they're actors.
Plus, we'll all get together at Arnold's for a post-game celebration with some very special surprise guests. All this and more on the Happy Days 30th anniversary reunion.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Ruin all week with you. These days are ours. Still in the breeze. These days are ours. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
Welcome to the Happy Days 30th anniversary reunion.
We are actually standing in front of the original Cunningham house.
Oh, Tom, it's so hard to believe that we moved in 30 years ago.
It sure is, Marion.
We may have left this house, but it never left us.
There's so many wonderful memories the cast has shared through the years.
And since all of you were such a big part of the Happy Days family and our success, we would like to share these memories with you.
Come on, Marion. Let's go share some of those incredible years, huh?
Oh, Tom, they changed my favorite curtains.
What do you think about his sex?
Yeah, so do you.
I know. Do you think maybe there's something wrong with us?
Yeah.
We decided we would do a nostalgic series about the 1950s, and we would set it in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Tom Millis and Eddie Milkus were the producers, and Tom Millis said, if we do a TV series that takes place in another era, when it goes into reruns, it won't look old. It made a lot of sense to me. Reruns that look the same as the original. What a concept.
I wasn't sure I wanted to be on another television series, because I'd been on the Andy Griffith Show from 1960 to 1968. But I liked the script, I liked the show, I liked the part.
It's pretty hard to be 16 and growing up. Maybe it was easier when my parents were young, but now it's the 1950s and the world's really getting complicated. Now, don't get me wrong, I have a great family. My father's in the hardware business. My mom does volunteer work for the Red Cross. And my brother goes to college. And my sister wants to go to an orthodontist. Today's a big day. We're going to be the first family on the block to get a television set.
Anson was in it, Marion Ross was in it, and otherwise the cast was different set of characters and a different tone. Actually, a little more inspired by a popular movie of the moment, which was Summer of '42.
I bet you invite Arlene Estrock over some night.
She is stacked, but not very bright.
You gonna kiss her mind? Who talks when they neck? You don't know anything.
You looking for a knuckle sandwich?
Watch her, I'll punch you out.
Harold Gould was the husband. We had a different little girl.
And the Fonzie character wasn't in it, the Ralphie character wasn't in it.
Richard seems upset about something. Maybe you should go in and talk to him.
As soon as this is over.
We did the show. I enjoyed doing it. It didn't sell.
We thought it was great. They said, who cares? We don't like it. New family in town, boring. 50s, out. They never wasted anything in those days. The original Happy Days went on Love American Style.
Love American style, truer than the red, white, and blue. Love American style, that's me and you.
I guess this is good night, then.
Uh-huh. I had a nice time anyway.
Who is it? Oh,
It's okay, Ma. It's me. I'm with Richard.
Stand over here and I'll stand on the other side. I guess this is good night now.
And that was the end of that. But if one waits long enough, ideas come around. George Lucas is making a movie called American Graffiti. They say Ron Howard could play 50s. Don't you have film on that? I say, yeah, I shot up the pilot. Ron Howard is playing in the 50s. George Lucas looked at the pilot, they hired Ron Howard.
American Graffiti takes place in 1962, but it's really all about the end of the 50s. And American Graffiti was just an amazing surprise hit. It just played and played and played.
A wonderful show on Broadway called Grease, and suddenly the geniuses in television said, all these 50 things, don't we have one of these on the shelf? They said, Gary, where is that thing? And out I brought it, and they say, well, not quite good enough, but let's remake it.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. Glad John, join me, hon.
My friend lied to everybody about a girl.
Oh, well, it's obvious that the lie is bothering him and he ought to go back and tell the truth.
To everybody? I mean, even Fonzie?
What's a Fonzie?
What Michael Eisner and Tom Miller wanted was a gang, because there was a gang in American Graffiti. They wanted this mean gang. And I didn't have room for a gang, so I kind of said, I'll give you one guy who's a gang himself.
Hey, have you seen Potsy around? Oh, great. Thanks a lot. I'll see you, Fonzie.
I made a promise to myself I would never comb my hair. I would never wear a Garrison belt. I would never have, like, cigarettes or anything in my sleeve, and I would never chew gum. Because every actor who played that kind of character did that. The director said to me, he says here, you got to go to the mirror and comb your hair. I said, oh, please, don't make me do that. Please, I made a promise that I would never comb my hair. He said, I'm so sorry, you've got to. And I thought, oh, my Lord, what am I going to do? I resigned myself. I walked up to the mirror. I took out the comb, and I went, whoa, I don't have to because it's perfect. And I was being true to myself, and I was being respectful to what was written. And the Fonz was born in that moment.
Hey, baby, baby, ba, 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 ba.
Draft in here?
No. That was me blowing in your ear.
Richie was Ron. He really was Ron. We saw his first date, his first gambling experience, his first drinking experience.
All we had was some beer and teeny-weeny glasses.
How many teeny-weeny glasses did you have?
72.
I think it's time for some teeny-weeny cups of coffee.
It was my coming-of-age story. The irony was, in my life and in the lives of Donnie and Anson and Henry, we were sort of undergoing that.
How far'd you get? All I'm saying is Mary Lou's a nice girl.
You didn't get very far.
Lay off, Potsy, will you?
Okay.
In the early years of the show, Richie and Potsy were more the focus, and Fonzie and I were sort of peripheral characters.
Doesn't look like a hickey.
Of course it doesn't look like a hickey. You can't walk around with teeth marks on your neck. Suppose your old man sees them.
Joni in the beginning years didn't have much. It was a bleep in and out, and smart aleck remarks.
Here's your nickel. What's the secret?
You got home at 2 o'clock last night.
That's no secret.
It is to Dad.
You're cruising for a bruising, kid.
Oh, yeah? You'd have to catch me first.
Gary Marshall learned what we could do, and the writers wrote for us.
Richie, don't you find it a little hard steering this way?
Hey, we have nice seats. Isn't that great?
Here we were getting a 70s look at a 50s family.
What do you plan to do when you get out of school?
Well, I was thinking I might become a cop. I mean, it's the only job I know where they pay you to drive a motorcycle.
We thought we had come up with this great character called Fonzie. And what happened was the network suddenly said, we don't like this Fonzie character.
Fonzie's a hood.
Dear, I don't like to hear you talk like that.
He drives a motorcycle, and motorcycle drivers are hoods.
The network didn't want him in a leather jacket because that leather jacket implied all that tough world. So he was in a little gabardine windbreaker. It's a wonder they didn't have a bunch of little pencils there.
So I wrote a letter to the network saying, here's what we'll do. Only when he rides the motorcycle, he'll have a leather jacket.
Fonzie's not so bad. He's probably got a good heart underneath all that leather.
Fonzie got his jacket back, and then I wrote another memo. Writers, never, ever in any scene let Fonzie be without his motorcycle.
All right, guys, kickstand me. Right, Fonz. Kickstand. Up. All right.
The windbreaker that Fonzie wore, I threw in a dumpster on the Paramount lot. The leather jacket he wore is in the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, and that's absolutely true.
The Happy Days 30th anniversary reunion returns with more great clips and a look at our hilarious blooper reel.
The fun's just beginning. No milk and cookies if you wander off.
Happy Days.